It goes without saying that this is a momentous time, a chaotic time. We've seen resignations, purges, and unprecedented attacks on our democracy. And to be honest, after the week that Boris Johnson has had in Parliament, I'm not surprised he wants to close the whole thing down. And when I saw the Prime Minister in the division lobby before the votes this week, he literally looked a physically diminished individual. And I couldn't help thinking of that passage from the book I'm reading, which is by Conrad, and it's The Heart of Darkness, where he describes the brute Mr. Kurtz. And amidst that chaos and the protocols and the posturing in Parliament, it's begun to feel like a Brexit election is inevitable. The Prime Minister is desperate for a general election because he thinks it is the only escape route from the prison and solitude he has chosen for himself. And it's not just the creative industries. For every other sector of the economy has its own list of immediate concerns, because Boris Johnson and Dominic Cummings are determined to drive the nation off the cliff of no deal, and they've failed to prepare for it. People will suffer in pain and distress who shouldn't have to because of medicine shortages. People may die who don't have to. Every relevant professional organisation has said so. Once we've stopped a disastrous no-deal Brexit, our next priority should be a confirmatory public vote on where Britain goes from here. I campaigned for Remain in 2016, but when the country voted narrowly to leave, I accepted that result. Even after 18 months, when a deal still hadn't been reached and we still hadn't left, I kept faith with the result of that vote. Even after 2.5 years, when Theresa May reached a deal with Brussels, I still said, I can't vote for that deal, so we must negotiate a better one. Very difficult though it was, I and many others respected the result of the 2016 referendum for a very long time. But there eventually comes a point, and we are very far past it now, when circumstances are so changed, when so much new information has emerged, when so many people now feel differently. There comes a point when you have to say, actually, no. That years-old plebiscite is no longer a valid basis on which to take such a momentous decision about the future of the United Kingdom. Nick, I'd missed that announcement from the Scottish courts, and I have no idea what the Downing Street and government response will be to the fact that it was illegal. I tried to join the Gina Miller case in the UK courts. Whatever the legalities of it, it does seem to me, and I hear this on the doorstep in West Bromwich every time I do it, the idea that you would ask MPs to go on a month-long gardening leave, where you sort of normally have a conference season as well, at the point where we are near disaster of no deal, I think people are just astounded at. What they expect us to be doing is working 7 days a week, Saturday and Sunday, night and day, to sit down the table and find a compromise position that gets us out of this.